They're back over here now. See them out there? Can you see them out there? You see them on top of the water? See them out there? Right straight out. Right straight out. The camera's pointing right at them. Right out there. You see them? Yeah. Hey, guys and girls. Jimmy back here again. You're not going to believe this, man. I did that I had a rod and reel here, and I did that little tip about sweep and pause when you're fishing a crankbait. Sweep and pause for our daily devotional and our catch of the day. And I just did one cast on it, and I act like I got a bite, and I didn't. But I made another cast after I turned the camera off, and I caught one, a nice one. In fact, he was about this size right here, about that size right there. And then I made another cast and caught another one about this same size. So I had made, getting unhooked. So I'd made 3 casts and caught 2 fish. This is about a 3.5 pounder. I made 2 casts, caught a and then I made another cast and didn't catch one. I made 3 or 4 more casts, didn't catch one. I made another cast and I got another big one on, and he came off. And then I made another cast. Now so I don't know how many casts I made, maybe 10, and I've caught 3 and lost 1. So I thought that I would just make a few casts out here. And now I talked about the sweep and pause technique. Sweep and pause, when you throw that bait out there, you crank it down some, and you sweep your rod tip like that, and then you pause, pick up a little slack. Sweep your rod tip, pick up a little slack. Now, doing that, that's not how I caught them. I caught them by winding, stopping, winding, and stopping, winding. Had my rod tip down low, like I've got here. Rod tip down the water, just kind of changing, wind, stop, which is the exact same thing you're doing in sweep and pause, but sort of I'm keeping constant contact with that bait, and I'm letting it sort of just barely back up. Not back up fast, as it wants to float back up to the top, but just barely back up. And I know that I need to be turned around to the camera because I do not have a microphone on. The reason I don't have a microphone on is that it's dead calm out here. A little bit of breeze, but not bad. And so, so I caught 3 fish. It's an incredible winter day out here today. The sun's shining bright. It's in the middle of the afternoon. It's 3:30. Hottest, more part of the day is probably 55 degrees out here. With no wind and bright sunshine, the sun is really feels good, I'm sweeping and pausing right now is what I'm doing. But on those fish I caught, those 3, and I actually hooked 4. I lost 1 more. I was just kind of winding and stopping. And there, I got another one right there. That's amazing. There's a bunch of them out there. They're big ones too. Every one of them has been big. This might be the biggest one of all. I don't know, he's about the same size probably. They're all about 3.5 or 4 pounds. Just amazing. See them out there? I don't know if you can see them or not out there on top of the water. Just amazing. This is fantastic. Come here, baby. This one might be getting on catch of the day, but it's getting all wet from lifting these fish in. They're about getting too heavy to lift in. Get back, Benelli, please. Benelli, no. Look at the size of that fish. The size of that one. A big, really big, deep diving crankbait. Look at the size of that guy. A 5 pounder right there. Easy 5 pounder. Look how fat he is. Look at his belly. Belly looks like mine. I don't know how many of them there are out there, but that's 5 I've had on, and I caught 4 of them. That's pretty good, isn't it? That's amazing. I'll probably make a lot more casts and not catch any more, but I just thought I'd share that because it's just such an amazing thing. I wish I'd caught one on that very first thing while I was doing our catch of the day. See one out there right now. See them chasing Chad right there? Look at those. See those wakes right there? They clear up over there now. And then my bait's not anywhere around them. But there's evidently, oh, right here by the boat, right here by the bank, right by the dock. And I'm throwing way off out there in the middle. Come on, get it. I got one right there, another one. That must be a big old school of bass. Did you hear me hit the top of the water? Did you hear that? That's fish hitting the top of the water right out there. They're hitting the top of the water out there by out in the middle too. Did you see that one? Could you see that one out there? One hit the top of the water right out there. See that way out there? My fish is halfway between. There's one hit out there, one hit right there. There's a bunch of fish out there. A bunch of fish. I think I'm gonna throw a spinnerbait out there. And I won't have to worry about these treble hooks. But boy, they are eating that thing. They are eating that thing. And they're big ones too. They're all big ones. That's a big school. This is another 5-pounder. Benella's going crazy. It's another 5-pounder. Look at that. Look at that. Another 5-pounder. Look at that fish. Holy cow, he's so fat and big. Look at his belly. Look at his belly. They've been feeding up the shad. Just a big, beautiful fish. Guys and girls, go there, out there and have you a great one. Fish lucky. And remember, I sure do love you. I'm going to keep fishing. Guys, I'm back. I know I closed that out, but I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. It's so beautiful out here, and it's so I put me a microphone on, and I started casting again. I have made about 4 or 5 casts out of fish, but then I caught one, so I get this thing turned back on. This might be a really big one. I don't know. He's really pulling. Of course, they're all big, so they're all pulling hard. This could be one I might not be able to lift in like that. No, he's hooked outside the mouth. That's why he's pulling so hard. He is a big one, but he's not any bigger than all those others. I can't hardly lift them in. It's a long way up here. I'm trying to barely get back. Look at the belly on that booger, will you? Got a big shad. He's got a big shad sticking out of his mouth. Look down his throat there. I don't know if you can see it. See that shad tail? Big shad tail sticking out of his mouth. That's what they're eating. Look at his belly. He's been eating a lot of those shads too. That's another bass over 5 pounds. Ooh, boy, it's cold. Ooh. But isn't that beautiful? I couldn't stand it. I just had to keep on. And get back. Benelli. I don't know what Benelli thinks she's going to do. She just wants to grab a hold of them. Or maybe she says, I see you kissing them, Jimmy. I want to kiss them too. But they're breaking all around. This one broke right back there. If I just stand here and watch a little bit, I could wait and not throw until one broke. But all I'm doing is just winding that big crankbait down deep, doing a lot of cranking and stopping. Mostly they're hitting it on the stop. I'm kind of finessing that bait down there. I need to retie. I'm going to end up trying to lift one of them big rascals in. My line's going to break. And there's another one. Oh, he missed it. Boy, he knocked the dog out of it. That bait looks just like a big old shad down there, about the size they're eating, I guess. And it's amazing. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. The fishing is just sensational. Just absolutely sensational. I picked a spinnerbait up. I went over and got a spinnerbait, and it's blue and chartreuse. Blue and black and blue. One broke out there right after I threw them in to go. I'll throw out there and see what happens. They can see that bait for a long way off, and of course they're suspended in a water column out there because they're chasing those shad, and they're chasing them up to the surface and grabbing them right on the surface. So they're a lot of different depths, and they're moving around a lot. And there's obviously quite a few of them out there. That's a big school of fish. The school is probably broken up. It's probably not together. There might be 3 or 4 running, a little wolf packs running around, but the school is just chasing shad everywhere. And some of them are probably coming from a pretty good ways away to grab that bait, I would suspect. But it's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely insane. This is like wow. This is like wow. And I didn't get one on that cast. I probably, honestly, I'm fishing it not nearly as deliberate as a minute ago because I got so excited. I'm just shaking, right now. Because I've just been having a lot of bites and a lot of big fish, and I got all excited. I'm probably not. I was finessing it, really doing some sweeping, pausing, and really changing speeds and stopping that bait, letting that bitch sort of sit still. not drift up, but just sort of just barely move. Let's sit still. Okay, they're just coming out there and grabbing a hold of it. But it just absolutely incredible. And they're big ones. They're all big ones. I haven't caught a single small one. And I've caught four or five with the camera off. I just keep catching them. Now, I don't catch them every throw. No, that's not happening. But I did have after, I did catch like 2 in a row. I wish one would jump right at the time I get ready to throw. That way I could throw where he jumps. I'll be around close to him. But I've seen fish hit on this side of the dock and on that side of the dock within seconds of each other. So I know they're scattered all around. They're not just in one giant school chasing schools of shad out there. They're just in oh, there's one right there. Oh, I missed it. Golly. Boy, he knocked the dog out of it too. I mean, knocked the dog out of it. Golly. Got grass on it. That was up above some grass there because I just about got into the grass when he come out and hit it. Boy, he slammed that thing. I was talking to a buddy of mine down in Winnie, Texas, Brian, a preacher down there that prays from Chris and I every day, and I really appreciate that. I was talking to him yesterday, and we were talking about how in the world they can hit a crankbait. If you just get one close to your hands or close to your jacket or your shirt or your pants, the hook will hook you. But the fish can hit it as hard as that one did and not get hooked. I don't know how that happens. I've had 2 of them do that since I've been down here this evening. Golly. Slow down a little bit, Jimmy. I know you're excited. Slow down just a little bit. Slow down a little bit and you probably catch them. Boy, they're on a feed right now, no doubt about that. Wow. That's just absolutely spectacular. I'm talking spectacular. Whew, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Let's throw as far as I can throw out there in the middle and see what happens. Crank it down. Pause. Crank. You see him just crank? Little sweep it action. Making that thing do a lot. Making it do a lot. There he is. Out there so they can see it coming from a long way off. Oh, he come off. Golly. You'd think since there's schools of them running around out there, or at least a big school, that when one comes off like that, another one might grab it. Golly. That's 2 I've lost here just the last 5 minutes. That's not good to lose them like that, Jimmy. Well, turn the camera on and they slow down. It was fun while it lasted, though. I think I've caught I know we don't have all on camera. There's another one right there. But I've caught like 7 or 8. I'm going to move my camera over here a little bit. Don't lose him, Jimmy. Don't lose him. I got slack line in it. He might get off. He didn't. He didn't. I don't know how big he is. He feels like a big one. Get over here where I don't have to lift him over that rail. Golly, this is incredible fishing. Incredible fishing. That might be the biggest one that I've caught. I don't know. Benelli, get back, baby. Benelli's excited. Look at her. She's intently looking in that water. She knows there's going to be a big old largemouth come up there in a minute. That could be hooked outside the mouth. I don't know. Yeah, it's hooked outside the mouth. Not near. I thought this was going to be maybe a 6 or 7 pounder. He's actually hooked in the belly. Get back, Benelli. Get back. Benelli, get back, will you? Benelli. Look where that fish is hooked. Look where that fish is hooked. I don't like to hook them down there. That's a good thing about not having barbs. You see how easy that come loose? That's a 4 pound plus right there. Benelli, get back, baby. I know you want them, but get back. Oh, looky there. Bass gets off of her and knocks the dog out of it and doesn't get hooked. And yet it touches my coat and it's in it in a heartbeat. Woo! I'm working up a sweat and it's cold out here. This is amazing fishing. Oh, I mean, amazing. One hit it and I didn't catch him. You'd think when you miss them like that, since there's more than one fish out there, that once you miss it and you swim it and stop it, move it around, you think another come back and hit it. I got 2 or 3 bites right there. I'm pretty close to the dock and getting bites now, and I can't even cook them. Might be a smaller fish. Must be not one of them big ones, evidently. Of course, that last one hit it. Got hooked outside the mouth, so he probably just swung at it when maybe there was more than one fish out there. This is fun. I got to tell you, this is fun. Boy, I tell you, how'd you like to have a tournament situation where this happens like this? The situation when fish are hitting big shad like that up on top of the water is how we found the spot where Chris caught the biggest fish he was ever caught in a national bass tournament in Bassingal. In 21 years, the biggest fish, 12 pounds, 0.62, 1262. So that's about 12 pounds and 10 ounces or something like that. I don't know what it is. I have to figure that up. But we found those fish. We were in practice. We were fishing and saw something hit a shad, blow up on a big shad on top of the water. And that happened a couple times. And I told Chris, that sure sounds like shad, a bass hitting shad. She said, it sure does. And they were out away from the bank like this are right here. And not in the same place, different places. And only one fish, boom, a big fish. We fool around out there and mess with them. And every now and then one would come up. And I finally caught one on a jig, about 5-6 pounds. And then fooled around out there and I caught another one about 7 or 8 pounds. And I told Chris, I said, you got to start the tournament right here, because if these things are in here feeding, you might catch a giant stringer of fish. And her and Burma Thomas went in there. Oh, that didn't come off. Golly, that was a smaller one for sure. It could be a big old crappie. That's right where they hit up by the bank a second ago. And I missed 2 or 3. But, and they were throwing a Zara spook when they went in there, and they hadn't heard any big ones blow up. And all of a sudden behind them, a big one blew up on a shad. Both of them turned around and threw out the other side of the boat. Not throwing it at the bank, throwing it out the other side of the boat. And Chris, golly, they're swinging at it now. They're getting used to it, I guess. They're seeing it and getting used to it, and they're just swinging at it. Act like they're trying to kill it, not trying to eat it, just try to kill it, slamming into it. They're hitting it pretty hard, but somehow they're not getting hooked. See if I get a bite up here close to the bank like that, close to the dock like I've been doing. No, not one that time. But both of them threw that out there. Chris said their Zara spooks were coming back, walking back across the water like that, and said almost their nose was almost touching. Boom, 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 boom. And the fish didn't bite it. And Burma threw her spook back out there for the second cast. Chris reached out, picked up a white spinnerbait, threw that spinnerbait out there, let it fall about 5 feet, started winding, boom, caught that 1262. Situation just exactly like this right here. Those bass are chasing these shad to the top of the water. When the shad run out of the lake, the top of the water, the bass can trap them and catch them. That's exactly what happened. And I hadn't seen one break here in a little bit, so they might have moved on. The shad are moving, so they're not going to stay around the dock here forever. Once they move, once they get gone, I can throw and probably not get a bite. And most of them might be gone right now. But I did get a bite on that last cast out there. I didn't catch it, but I got a bite. So that's about over, I guess. I'm going to make 1 or 2 or 3 more casts and try it and see if I can finesse another one up. If I don't get one here pretty quick, I'll end this. I wasn't intended to shoot a video down here anyway. This all started by just shooting a Catch a Better Life, Catch of the Day devotional on an incredibly beautiful afternoon. It's so pretty, I just had to come down here and shoot one. And sure enough, and the tip on that devotional was about sweeping and pausing a crankbait. And I made one cast out there and showed how to do it and didn't get a bite, but I turned the camera off, made another cast, and got a bite. Made another cast and got another one, two casts. So I'd made 3 throws. There's one right there. That one hit up close to the boat. That's a crappie's a world record. I'm not on the boat, by the way. I'm on the dock. I get so excited I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. God, that's a big fish. That sucker don't want to be caught. He's fighting like crazy. Fighting like crazy. Oh, he got in the grass. Oh, I'll lose him. He got in the grass. Right in the middle. Got a bunch of grass. He must be hooked pretty good because I'm not catching him in the grass, but now he got in the grass when he's fighting. When he's fighting, he got in the grass. Get back, Benelli. Get back. That's a big one. Back, Benelli. No, Benelli. That one's well over 6 pounds. Get back. That's a 7-pounder. 7-pounder at least. Oh, well over 7 pounds. Golly. Holy moly. Benelli, get back. No. Look at that fish. That's over a 7-pound fish. Easy. Look at the belly on that fish. That is the biggest one. Oh my gosh. Don't see any shad sticking out of his throat. Benelli, get back, baby. Get back. Golly. Out there where I'm throwing, this is the grass that because milfoil, coontail moss and milfoil that we fish in. It's beautiful grass, beautiful green. And that's why you have big bass, is that grass, crawfish, shiners, tilapia. They got lots to eat. But that one hit up here close to the dock. Wow. 7-pound bass, a 7-pound bass. That is absolutely incredible. And I've caught them all around too, not just one spot. There's a bunch of them out there, and there must be a lot of shad that they're chasing around out there eating. They're all big fat things, so you know they're getting plenty of shad. Wow. Just barely winding, stopping, finessing it, moving it. Wow. You know, there's some of them batting up close to the dock. They might be following some of those I caught in, and just getting up here a little closer by following it. That'll happen sometimes when you're in a school of bass and you're catching them. They'll follow the fish that's hooked back to the boat, and sometimes you pull the whole school back up to the boat. And I might be doing that here. I might be pulling that school up close to the dock. I don't know, because I was catching them way out there. I haven't even thrown all the way around the dock. I missed that one. Golly. Would be fun to be out there with my live scope looking around, seeing how many are out there. I bet it's crazy. Whew, this is so much fun. Oh my gosh. I'd give anything if Chris could walk and be down here doing this. I'd just give anything if she could. Man, she would be having, well, she'd be just like me. She'd be having a blast. Let's throw out that way and see what happens. I saw one break over here. I'm throwing that thing a mile, almost throwing all the line off that reel. I got a 6.5-foot Jimmy Houston enticer rod right here, which is like a $49 rod's all it is. It's a great one. I love this enticer series. I got a strike, missed it. How are they hitting that thing and not getting hooked? There's a real hairy piece of brush right in there. That hairy piece of brush is my crankbait. It'll probably keep it. Trying to make sure it floats over the top of it. You know, something's biting it almost every throw. Not every throw, but just about every throw. Oh, I see one way clear out there with those trees breaking right now. That's out there 100 yards or so. So a lot of them, they moved on. there's probably not many out here around the dock anymore. So my catching might be just about through, but boy, what a fishing trip this has been. Wow. Wow. I can't stand not going fishing when it gets this pretty, especially in the wintertime, as you don't have all that many days, although we've had so many of them this year. It's amazing. Oh, I hear them breaking out there. Oh, they're coming this way. I see them running the shad on top of the water. I see the shad run on top of the water. I don't know if you can see it out there. Way out there, shad running on top of the water. You see the shad going on top of the water and the bass behind them, chasing them up and boiling on them. Just kind of boiling up there and getting them. I can't throw near that far. That's about throwing all the line off, and I need about twice that far to get out to them. But they're chasing them back this way. I see some more on further out that way. So evidently the fish probably was moving this way when I came down here. And I didn't see any until I got that first one on. Now they're clear over here. They're back over here now. See them out there? Can you see them out there? See them on top of the water? See them out there? Right straight out. Right straight out. The camera's pointing right at them. Right out there. You see them? Yeah. You know, and obviously I can't throw that far. And they're going, I thought maybe they'd chase them back toward the dock here, but they didn't. They're chasing them out that other way. There's a fish right there, though. There's a school of them way out there, but one of them is on the end of this rod right here. That's the smallest one of all. Smallest one I've caught. Out of, I think I've caught 10 now. That's the smallest one. And he's still pretty nice. He's still pretty nice. Probably 2 3/4 pounds. He's still really, really nice. Can't get that, pair of needle nose here in my pocket. I went over and got out of my box. And this one's laced in here pretty good. I don't have barbless hooks on, but that one's laced in pretty good. Benelli, no. No, Benelli. Stay back, baby. That's pretty nice when that's the smallest one on your stringer. Yep, that's pretty nice. All right, I'm going to set one more time. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. And remember, I sure do love fishing, and I sure do love you.